Easkey Britton, you presented at the All Atlantic Ocean Research Forum here in Brussels today. Talk to us about your presentation, such an engaging title.
Thank you. Yeah, the title is "Can We Be Well in a Sick Sea?" And of course, I argue no, we can't be well in a sick sea. And I think a lot of what I research in terms of our connection with the ocean, it's looking at that relationship and how what's happening in society is mirrored in our environment, and it's mirrored ultimately in our ocean, where all our waste and the consequences of our behaviours end up. And within the SOPHIE project, which looks at seas, oceans and public health in Europe, we're trying to understand what it is that people, citizens and scientists prioritise for for their sustainable future in the context of a healthy ocean, and also the impact that has on the health of their communities and on their human health and well-being.
Now, you grew up by the sea and you're also known as quite a famous surfer back in Donegal in Ireland. So, talk to us about your relationship with the sea, because it's something that the Ocean Youth Ambassadors took up this morning.
Yeah, I think this is, they talked about the heart, and I think what they talked about is the heart of it. How do you connect the mind with the heart and bring, I think for a lot of us here in the room, or all of us, there's that, passion that we have for the ocean. We do it because it's out of a place of love, ultimately. And that's certainly been my experience. Growing up on the west coast of Ireland, the sea's just kind of infused every part of my life, and as a surfer, I just get so much benefit from it. It's just what energizes me, and being here right now, engaging on these topics and issues is amazing. But I am aware I also have one eye tracking this storm coming across the Atlantic that's going to be generating huge swells off the west coast of Ireland, and so I'm also in kind of preparing mind and body for going into the Atlantic and into the sea to surf some waves too. But I think that's increasingly really important to sort of integrate and marry all those aspects together, and that's what we're hearing here today, I think, especially of that passion, the knowledge, really to help, I suppose, connect and engage and create awareness. It's how do you marry that knowledge with the action.
So, the All Atlantic Ocean Youth Ambassadors, 23 young people, young scientists from 15 countries. What was your impression of them when they presented this morning?
I think what I really loved about the All Atlantic Youth Ambassadors presentation this morning was just this sense of how they embodied what they talked about. So when they presented, they were there together, supporting each other on the stage. They had this shared story that they'd worked on. And it's just something that I feel the authenticity of it. They all feel it, live it, breathe it, and that passion comes across. And then reminding us the importance of what matters most, what it's all for, and in particular the power of stories. That's what makes us human, is the stories that we tell. It's how we make meaning and understand the world. And what they're creating is a whole new narrative for our Atlantic and our connection to the sea through stories. And the other really important thing is capturing the diversity of that. We need so much more diversity and inclusion, in particular in ocean sciences, and for the challenges and problems that we face, because they're so complex. So I'm excited for what comes next.
Amazing, thank you.